let's welcome to the stage our very own Anthony Mitchell.
I think the whole town showed up. Oh, I hope nobody left your oven on. You're in big trouble. Calm down. Whatever you're drinking, have half as much. Let me move this out of the way so you don't get confused which one's me. I know it's a little complicated. I was a little too loud. Screw you guys and thank you at the same time. No, man, y'all are a fun crowd. This is fun, man. And we're in Laughlin, you gotta make your own fun. That's how it works. You know, and I don't gamble, but what I do when I'm here in Laughlin is I people watch. And I've realized that you're constantly surrounded by drug addicts and retirees the entire time you're here. So I created a game that we can all play together this weekend. It's called Is It Overdose or Stroke? And some of you are like, that's easy. I'm like, it can't be, you know? Just wait till you get like a 67-year-old dude who's slurring his words. And you're like, I got this, right? But then he has a neck tattoo, so you don't know now. They're like, hurry up, the ambulance is here, double or nothing. And you're like, I don't know, Mavis. I think the only time I gamble now is like every time I go to the doctor. That's kind of how it's working out. They'll come in with a clipboard and be like, well, Mr. Mitchell, I got your results. I'm like, give me those numbers, doc. What are we working with? I'm like, oh, shit, I'm losing a foot. Then he put a finger in me. We're behind Chili's, but he's a doctor, right? It's not good. He's a great dentist. Leave him alone. It's freaking hot as shit, dude. I wasn't expecting this. Everyone's been telling me all weekend it's just a dry heat. And I'm like, it may be a dry heat, but my underwear didn't get the memo. Feels like two greased pigs fighting over a corn cob down there. I'm like, stop! My God, I wish my balls would socially distance themselves in this heat. Every time I was adjusting today, I was like pulling a bumper sticker off a Buick. My wife's like, why is your phone so sticky? I'm like, oh, it just does. And I thought this morning, I was like, you know what? Instead of complaining about the moisture, I'm just gonna throw some baby powder in there and like sop that shit up. And by lunchtime, I was sitting in pancake batter. That's no joke. Before I came in here, I took a piss and I was peeling pie crust off my balls the whole time at the urinal. Follow me for more recipes. I know what's up, man. I tell you. Oh man, I had to get my wife a new phone recently because her old one died. I'm assuming from exhaustion. No, she's always downloading stupid apps and games off of Facebook and frying her phone all the time. So this time she came up to me and I was like, well, what happened now? And she said, well, I downloaded an app that takes our profile photos and it shows what our faces look like merged together. And I said, well, is that worth ruining your phone? You can go look at the kids. I'm like, that's pretty accurate. I'm like, that's scientific, baby. Like, come on, man. I don't think it's gonna work with my oldest daughter though, because she looks just like me. And I know that because people tell me all the time. And I'm like, look, I own a mirror. It's not a compliment, you dick. Like, calm down. Like she said, man, I was horrible. Like, I was like Shrek with a weave. Like, it was bad. Like, I was really bad as a woman. But I gotta admit, like, here's the thing. Like, she does look like me. Be nice. And, but see, I'm kind of realizing now it would really suck if she grew up to be a lesbian, if I'm being honest with you. I don't have anything against the lifestyle, but it would just be really disheartening to see someone who looks just like me get way more pussy than I ever did. They're like, can you get daddy some notes? We're like, what are you doing? How does it work? Where do you pee out of? What is that? Like, how does it work? My wife and I, we checked in our hotel room this weekend, and I probably shouldn't say the name of the place, but it rhymes with Cropatana. And yeah, some of you know. And there was a sign on our dresser that said, everything in your well-appointed room is available for purchase. Details at the front desk. And I thought that's amazing that they would offer that, right? That that's an option. Because I mean, how many of us this weekend walked into a Laughlin hotel room and just been like, man, I wish my shit was this classy. Load it up! Smells like someone whacked their ass with an onion. Let's take this magic home with us, please. And like an hour later, my wife was like, can you please go take a shit later so it smells better in here? And I was like slow walking to the bathroom with Toy Blast on my phone. I'm like, I can be your hero, baby. I got all that powder on my ass. I'm like, time to make the donuts. Before we came out here, my wife's coworker gave her chocolate-covered fried crickets, and she brought them with her this weekend. And she ate them last night, and she had a mouthful of cricket legs and wings the entire night. But she let me put some friction across her gums for the first time in a long time last night, and there's this weird little surprise waiting. I'm like, wait, I'm almost done. I told her before I came up here, I'm like, don't eat all those. I want you to chirp me off again later, so save some. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, one thing I did learn about being here this weekend is that there's no such thing as spontaneous sex while you're in LAUGHLIN, Nevada in the summer. I mean, you can try and go for it, just plan ahead, that's all I'm going to say. As soon as the underwear starts coming off, you're like, whoa, time out, time. Trying to mathematically calculate, like, which position is going to put their nose the furthest away from my ass right now? You know? You get all sweaty and wet, and you got those fat pockets you didn't have when you were younger, and air gets trapped in there. You'll be going at it just... And when you're younger, you'd be like, abort, abort! And after a few decades together, you're like, screw it, just... She'd be like, did you just fart? And you're like, look, it smells like a LAUGHLIN hotel room in here. Maybe I did. Let's keep some mystery in this relationship. Just... Or you try to be proactive and you're like, let's go do it in the shower, let's do that. And that's the biggest scam. We fall for that shit constantly, you know, all of us. Because TV shows and movies, they lie to you. You know, they make it look great. Because they have steam and romantic music, and it's just like, take my breath away. Boom, boom, boom. And you're like, yes, I want to do that. Let's do that, yes. And then every single time in real life, it's just... You're still into it, right? And it sucks for the guy because you got the faucet in your face the entire time. And you're just like, oh man, you're the best, you're the best. And the temperature of the water keeps changing all the time because she's leaning on the knob. It's just like, And you gotta, there's like a height difference, and you gotta kind of like cowboy down and like get in, and you're trying to stay into it for her, you know, so you're just like, oh God, yeah, I love it. I don't know what's gonna blow first though. My load or my knees. I can't do this. And you're like, shit, I thought it would work, and it never does. That's the great thing about getting older. You just figure all that shit out, you know. After a few decades together, you just keep adapting and figure out what works and what doesn't work, you know. And you'll sit there and be going at it, and you're just like, oh, my back, my back. You're like, all right, let's scratch that one off the list. That looks good. My wife and I found out recently that 69's off the table, and physics in the mirror was saying knock that shit off, but a little bit of vodka and a lot of love said go for it. And some of you here on the side probably already know, but let me do a profile shot, because like I've got like this huge gut. And it was really sad. Like she looked like she was face down on a beanbag chair the entire time. She looked like she was trying to eat a Vienna sausage off the carpet. I was like, I'm going with the assist. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh shit, that's not a joke. My wife and I, she's obsessed with that actor who played Captain America in the Marvel movies. You know, that Chris Evans son of a bitch, you know that guy? So last Halloween, I saw they had a Chris Evans mask and I bought it. And we started using it in the bedroom. And it works smarter, not harder. That's how it works. But I created like a really big problem. I can't finish now unless she's wearing it. So put it back on! We talked about this! Why are you crying? What are you crying for? I did that the other night, and the guy at the table right here, he goes, that's gay. And I was like, well, maybe. You know? Who gives a shit? I mean, a gay relationship's 1,000 times better than a straight one any day of the week, you know? I mean, there's no woman involved, so right away you're always on time. I mean, there's that, right? That's I would happily take a few loads to the face just to make the trailers at the movies for once. Yeah? Oh, Mission Impossible? It'd be nice to know what you're doing. Like, some of you guys won't admit it, but shit, I'll do it. I got a mic and listen to me. It'd be nice to know what you're doing down there for once, right? I mean, because gay or straight, we know our way around the dick, you know? I mean, we're constant touching or playing with it, we know the cheat codes. Up, down, left, right, tongue, left, down, we know the codes. Like, it'd be fantastic, man. No more awkward taps on the back of your head where she's like, it's okay, let's hug, you know? You tried. Like, it'd be great to know what you're doing down there. And then, like, every guy here, you have to ask that sad question every time, like, did you come? Like, that's a pointless question in a gay relationship, isn't it? Be like, did you come? See? But it'd be amazing, man. Like, I grew up before the internet was throwing genitals in your face all the time, you know? And like, a vagina was never out in the open. It was always a secret thing through a tunnel of fabric that you felt in the backseat of a car in the dark. And you're just like, oh, there it is. And you're like, there's a flap. I don't know. Like, I didn't look a vagina in the face till I was like 22 years old. And by that point, it was like the end of Predator when her panties came off and then the mask just, you're like, whoa! I'm like, that's what you are? I'm like, I think it bit me. But it was amazing to see one the first time. Like, it really was. Like, and I can only imagine with a woman, like, the first time you see a penis, like, if I have to guess, it's a disappointment, right? Because in health class, they have you putting condoms on zucchinis and bananas for practice. And then when it finally makes an appearance, you're like, is it supposed to be that small? That's cute. It's like you ordered a dick on Temu and you didn't read the product description. And you're like, what is this? You're like, damn Chinese, they sent me to regular. You're like, don't hurt me with it. Don't hurt me with it. These are just jokes, man, all right? Like, I know what's up, all right? I've made sex to like 3 different ladies. I know what's up. I know what's up. All right? And I did make some jokes about gay relationships, and I only made one joke about a lesbian, and so you're thinking, am I going to do fair play and do more lesbian jokes? I'm not going to do that. I don't want to run the risk of offending any lesbians in the audience because I don't want there to be a physical altercation after the show, because I've seen videos on the net, and those chicks got to take a fist. So, what's good? Thank you very much, Laughlin. Take care.
All right, you ready for a headliner? He can hear you right back there. Are you ready for a headliner? Yeah, we're in luck tonight. He's on Showtime. It's always like an honor for me to share the stage with him.